start as well, also from the second row. He's in fourth place now, so it's Bayliss from Gibernau, Melandri now to third from Capirossi, then Biaggi, then Hayden, and Valentino Rossi behind his teammate.
Bayliss leads the way. Bayliss in front of his home crowd. Sete Gibernau in second place. The pack stream through, up through Siberia. Dry line certainly appearing, dry line certainly there. Troy Bayliss, he crashed twice in the morning warm-up. He crashed in qualifying. He won 2 World Superbike races here last year, and he leads the way in front of the Australian crowd as they race down towards Lukey Heights.
Into this right-hand hairpin for the first time. This is where Troy Bayliss crashed out this morning in the warm-up. Valentino Rossi already looking to make progress. He's got past Max Biaggi there, so's Nicky Hayden. But Bayliss now coming around the fast left, fourth gear left-hander that comes round into the start-finish straight. The Australian on the Ducati runs it wide into the entry, into the start-finish straight, and Gibernau has come through. So Sete Gibernau will lead the way as they cross the line for the first time. It's Gibernau, Bayliss, Melandri and Capirossi.
200 miles an hour, they break for the right-hander, doing corner third gear. Sete Gibernau leads, Bayliss still in second place. Great ride by Melandri in third place. He clinched the 250cc title here last year, and here comes Valentino Rossi.
Rossi's got past Hayden into fifth place, so Rossi wasting no time to make his move through the field after making a fairly disappointing start from pole position. But it's the Honda of Gibernau, then the Ducati of Bayliss, and then the Yamaha of the 250cc former world champion Marco Melandri, current world champion Marco Melandri. That title still to be decided, of course, in the 250 class. Here comes Melandri. He won the title at this track 1 year ago, and he's absolutely flying now. He's got past Bayliss. He's up to second place.
Nicky Hayden still in front of Valentino Rossi. So at the front, Melandri now challenging Sete Gibernau. Melandri takes the lead. The Yamaha leads the Honda. They almost touch as they go through the top of Siberia. Melandri leads. Bayliss trying to go up the inside there of Gibernau. Doesn't do so. They're now going to plunge down Lukey Heights any moment now. They plunge now. Melandri leads the way. Gibernau second. Bayliss third. Capirossi, Hayden, Rossi. And then it looks like Max Biaggi and Tsuruokawa.
Yeah, Nicky Hayden's got back past Valentino Rossi. I'll get my words the right way around eventually. But yeah, Hayden absolutely flying now. He's got back past Rossi. A real scrap now going on. Biaggi and Okawa just losing touch a little bit with this lead group.
They cross the line. 25 laps to go of this Australian Grand Prix, the penultimate round of the championship. Here comes Bayliss up the inside of Gibernau. They're absolutely side by side. Bayliss back into second place. 150 miles an hour round the right-hander. Melandri leads, Bayliss second, Gibernau third, Capirossi fourth, and Rossi now up into fifth place in front of Nicky Hayden.
Yeah, Nicky Hayden was the fastest man of the circuit on that past lap as he got past Rossi and up to fifth place, but he wasn't able to hang on to it as they came down the straight for the second time. Rossi out of the slipstream into the fast right at the end of the straight, and Rossi now back up to fifth position.
Bayliss on the brakes, trying to go up the inside of Marco Melandri, doesn't do so. Melandri leads, Bayliss second. Sete Gibernau, big crash during Friday morning practice, 180 miles an hour. Loris Capirossi, Hayden fights back. You don't do this against the world champion, you don't do this against your teammate. The American AAMA champion does just that. We ride with Rossi, it's his teammate Nicky Hayden in front of him.
What a ride this really is from Nicky Hayden. Up into fifth place and really making great strides. He could have taken pole position, you know, in the final qualifying yesterday. He was on a pole lap. He could have snatched it from Valentino Rossi, but he got held up by Sete Gibernau. He's not getting held up by Loris Capirossi, that's for sure. Hayden goes through on Capirossi, and he's up to fourth place.
Valentino Rossi wanted to come through as well. There just wasn't room for him to go past Capirossi. We ride with the world champion, Valentino Rossi. Loris Capirossi in front of him. Third gear, fourth gear around this very, very fast left-hander. Brings them back into the start and finish straight. 200 miles an hour down here. Rossi now lining up Capirossi, but Capirossi's Ducati just too fast for the Hondas. They break for the right-hander. Here comes Rossi once again, but Melandri leads away from Bayliss. Gibernau, Nicky Hayden, has Rossi got through? He has. Rossi has got past Loris Capirossi. We always get good racing at Phillip Island. This is fantastic. And the fastest lap of the race to Max Biaggi.
Max Biaggi in seventh and closing in on that lead group. There you can see him on the number 3 Honda. Well, it was an important point for Max Biaggi to set that time and keep in touch with the lead group. And there goes Bayliss. He's almost touched with Melandri. Bayliss over the top of his Ducati and down. And, well, Bayliss, it looks as though he's out cold there because he hasn't moved. And that could be very serious now. Let's have a look. Let's just, at the front, Gibernau has gone through. Nicky Hayden's gone through as well. Marco Melandri was pushed wide when we saw. Now let's have a look what happens. Nicky Hayden's going to take the lead. Nicky Hayden in front of Sete Gibernau. Hayden leads from Gibernau. Melandri now up on the inside of Gibernau as well, but Gibernau hangs on to second place. So it's Hayden, Gibernau, Melandri, then Rossi and Capirossi, and Biaggi closing in. But, well, let's just keep our fingers crossed for Troy Bayliss.
Nicky Hayden leads the way from Sete Gibernau, Melandri, Rossi, Loris Capirossi. Any news we have on Troy Bayliss, obviously we will bring it to you as soon as we can. They're round the left-hander, the fast left-hander that brings them back into the start and finish straight. Nicky Hayden wanted to finish on the podium fair and square, he said, after being awarded third place at Motegi. We look again at the crash. Bayliss on the brakes on the outside. I don't think he quite touches the rear end there of Marco Melandri's Honda, but he falls very, very awkwardly indeed. We wait for any news. We have a new race leader. It's Marco Melandri that leads the way. Nicky Hayden in second place. Valentino Rossi is right in there in third. Loris Capirossi has gone past Sete Gibernau. What a race at the front. Nicky Hayden up the inside now of Marco Melandri. Hayden back in front. Melandri back into second place. And we wait for any news on Troy Bayliss. Here comes Valentino Rossi trying to go up the inside of Marco Melandri. Doesn't do so.
Fastest man on the circuit at the moment, Olivier Jacques, and he's brought a few men with him as well. Look, there goes Toru Okawa. In fact, Okawa up on the inside of Jacques. So, one man we've lost from that group, by the way, Max Biaggi has disappeared. I'm not sure what's happened to Biaggi, but this group has really bunched up at the front.
Max Biaggi's just actually gone down the straight. Not sure at all what's happened to him, but he's just gone down the straight now.
So Max Biaggi out of this fight at the lead group. The race leader, though, Nicky Hayden from his teammate Valentino Rossi. Hayden leads, Rossi second, Melandri third. The fastest man on the circuit, as I was saying, Olivier Jacques in seventh place. A real group at the front. Here comes Rossi. He's had enough of this battling now around with these rookies, with Hayden and Melandri. Rossi in control.
Rossi leads the way as they come into the fast left. Third gear, fourth gear. Down the straight, 200 miles an hour. Valentino Rossi, chasing his 8th Grand Prix victory of the season, leads the way. Max Biaggi has had problems. Troy Bayliss has crashed out of the race. What a start to the penultimate round of the championship, but it's now got a familiar feel to it. Down the straight they go, the Gardner Straight, named after Wayne Gardner. Melandri up the inside of Nicky Hayden. This is an extraordinary ride by Marco Melandri. Easily the best rider we've seen from the 250cc world champion on a MotoGP bike. Nicky Hayden still in third place. Loris Capirossi fourth. And Troy Bayliss now being taken off on the stretcher.
Yeah, there's a wave there from Troy Bayliss. His neck's in a brace, but he's conscious. And a wave to the Australian crowd. Thank goodness for that. Troy Bayliss is okay, and now we can enjoy this MotoGP race. What a thrilling ride it is at the front. The two rookies, Hayden and Melandri, they've come of age in this, the 15th and penultimate round of the 2003 season. But it looks as though Rossi's going to start stretching them out now at the front.
Akawa 6, Jacques 7, Checker 8, Nakano 9, Barros 10, Roberts 11, McCoy 12, McWilliams in 13th place, Hopkins 14, Pitt 15th, 16th, Colin Edwards.
Nicky Hayden just having a bite at Marco Melandri once more there in third position. Melandri doing so well in second place. He was the highest qualified Yamaha on the grid in 7th place on the second row. And he's by far the highest Yamaha in the race. His teammate Carlos Checa there in the background. But Melandri, without a doubt, having the ride of his life in the MotoGP class. As I say, he won the title here 1 year ago in the 250cc class. He obviously likes it. He's got good memories for him. And, well, fingers crossed there will be more good memories of this circuit for Marco Melandri. We saw him ride superbly well, remember, at Donington when he was up there in the front group for those opening laps. Then he crashed out at the chicane from 4th place. Let's hope Marco Melandri can hang in there and keep fighting with these guys at the front.
Valentino Rossi now opening up a bit of advantage. Hayden up into second place. Up the inside there of Marco Melandri. So Hayden now second, Melandri third, Capirossi fourth, Gibernau in 5th place. Toru Okawa going very well in 6th place. The gap now just over 1 second. Hayden takes up the chase against his teammate, the world champion Valentino Rossi, as they break for the hairpin. 20 and a half laps to go. Melandri back up the inside of Nicky Hayden. They're chopping and changing. It's more like a 125cc race. And Melandri